If you are watching this video, you are hopefully finished with your report designs. Congratulations! It is now time to reap the rewards of your hard work. So to view a student report, go to the conference menu at the top and then select Generate Reports. Now follow the numbered steps on the screen. In step 1, select a student. In step 2, select one or multiple terms. For example, at the end of the year, you could select all of the terms for that year and see progress for each term to show distinct learning over that entire year. At the beginning of the year, you may just select one term. I'll keep it simple and just select one for now. In step 3, select a report. These reports are specific to my classroom. Notice that I have reports for different purposes here. For example, I can generate a work habits report, a conference report designed for parents, or a report showing this student's progress on the Common Core state standards. I'll start with the parent-friendly conference report. Step 4 gives you a lot of options on how to change the look and feel of your report. There is no correct way to generate this report, but find the combination that fits your preferences. So first decide if you would like to generate a cumulative or non-cumulative report. Cumulative reports will show the status averages for every concept up to the end date of the term selected. Non-cumulative reports will only show progress within the selected school term's date range. I'll select a cumulative report to gauge how the student has progressed for their entire time in my classroom. And in the next section, choose how you would like to display concepts. You can choose to display only concepts for which a student has worked on at least one associated lesson. This will produce a very full-looking report that is more likely to please parents. Some teachers display all concepts to show parents what concepts their child will cover in the future. But a lot of gaps in the report may worry parents, especially if they are unfamiliar with the Montessori method. It's up to you. We also have an option that relates to the Common Core standards reports. This option allows you to brag about your school and students. It will show every core standard in the selected child's grade and every concept that they have covered past their grade. In other words, you can show how your students have exceeded federal standards for learning. I'm going to keep it simple with the default criteria and display only concepts for which the student has worked. And the next set of criteria relates to your Montessori scope and sequence. By default, the report will only show progress on concepts. This is generally the most digestible report for parents and the least overwhelming. However, you can include progress on the associated lessons under each concept if you'd like. We give you the options for this because of the variation in how teachers organize their lessons within MRX. And finally, you can choose to include attendance on this report at the top, bottom, or not at all. I'll leave it off for now. Okay, so we have a lot of options and a lot of different combinations. Allow me to generate the same report design 2 different ways so that you can visualize this better. I will first generate the simplest and therefore shortest report by using the default selection criteria. To do so, select the View Report button in the lower right corner. What do you think? Pretty good, and I can actually change these symbols to word abbreviations if I want to make it customized a little bit with my report parameters. But if I think this report is too vague, maybe I will add the associated lessons on the report. I'll close this report and just change one criteria here to display lessons only if progress has been recorded, and hit the View Report button in the lower right corner again. So we see a big difference here. Now I can see all the associated lessons underneath the cultural category in the geography concept. As I said, this makes it a lot longer, as I show you the legend here as well, but maybe the detail that a parent is looking for. These are two common ways to generate a report, but I adamantly encourage you to try all sorts of combinations. You'll know what you like when you see it. After looking at this, you may also need to tweak your report design if the statuses don't agree with your intuition about the student's progress. But if you are happy with the results, you're able to generate this report for any student at any time in just 10 seconds. Then it's time to party.